Hi, my name is Mol. I'm 17 and recently a few friends of mine got concerned about a local issue. We decided to make a film on it. The Rain Peninsula is a really beautiful place and the beaches do play a massive part in that. That's why it's so shocking that they're dumping silt from the River Tamar into the bay itself.
We have a protectiveness about the area we live in because it's so beautiful and it's so inspiring, and there's only one word you can really describe it. It is awesome. There is an awesomeness to this area and it blows everyone away. It's a beauty that we didn't create, but it's a beauty that we should preserve. As a musician, it's one of the most inspiring things in everything I've come across. The beach, and it's in particular Whitsand Bay, where they're dumping all of this toxic waste, is one of the most inspiring places in the whole world that I've ever been in. And if the beach is destroyed, then that will kill a part of the inspiration.
The main problem with the silt is that it contains TBT, a chemical which was found in anti-fouling paint in the 80s. This chemical is really nasty, and when it's moved about it becomes a lot more active, meaning that the silt dumped into the bay could be really toxic to the marine life there. The current dump site is made up of shell and stone, which supports a certain type of marine life. The fact that they're dumping silt into this area means that it's smothering that type of marine life and making it difficult for them to grow and breed. An estimated 6 million tonnes has been dumped into the bay over the last 30 years. Since 1997, a known 1 million tonnes has been dumped, and in the next 2 years they're going to dump 367,000 more tonnes.
I think in my time I've seen changes in particular areas, degradation, pollution, perturbance. The dumping is being proved by a scientific experiment that it has come inshore, that there are elevated levels of contaminants well inshore of the disposal site. And that's affected the seabed to a certain extent, and its organisms really. An awful lot of silt dumped into that bay, millions of tonnes. My view is that if it's necessary, you go ahead and dredge. It's what you do with it is the problem. We should be looking seriously at other means of getting rid of this stuff.
One of the main features of the Marine Conservation Zone is the pink sea fans.
The pink sea fans are a rare breed of coral related to tropical coral. They're protected under the 1981 Wildlife and Countryside Act. The coral are an essential part of the marine life and the dumping could be seriously harming them.
We don't know what cocktails of contaminants are in the silt that's dumped from the Tamar. Seeing those photographs from Dave Peak and showing the devastation made the whole community really want to stand off. My response to the problem was to try and bring the community together so they would have a voice to show that we want that dumping to stop. I organised a demonstration in 2011 and 2014. Once the Marine Conservation Zone was designated less than a year ago, I'm absolutely disgusted at the irresponsibility of continuing with that dumping when the wealth of wildlife and the need to conserve the wildlife that's there had been recognised.
I mean, to put it a bit in perspective, imagine Buckingham Palace with a big pile of rubbish next to it. You know, it doesn't sit well, does it? So, and Whitsand Bay is a little bit similar. The only thing is you can't see the pile of rubbish because it's underwater.
If you believe in something strongly enough, you should try and change it. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to change it.
Nature is a very strong force and it's very resilient. So all we need is a stop to the dumping in this location, and then give it a couple of years and nature will rejuvenate itself again. And I think we'll end up with a very clean and pretty bay.
We aren't the only people concerned with this issue. Recently our campaign has gone to the High Court in London where it's being reviewed. If you want to find out more information or get involved, you can check us out on Facebook at Stop Dumping in Whitsand Bay. You can also help out by donating at Just Giving. Thank you for watching our video.
Just ask yourself